very, very entertaining in the late stages. It looks as though Nottingham Forest might just be okay. Burnley and Sheffield United are down. Forest are not mathematically safe just yet, but as you can see, they are 3 points clear of the drop and have a much better goal difference than Luton.
I see.
Yep. So that's why they were still a little bit happier, it seems, at the end of today's game, even though they did have that late loss. So, Frank Leboeuf is back with us because we have to talk about whether we can say it's 3.5 games for Chelsea now, Frank.
It is not that convincing that the 2.5 games before, but yes, it's 3.5. You know, 15 minutes before the end of the game, I was thinking about Mr. Bowley and I said, oh my God, if they lose, you know, he's going to be smashed in the face, you know, because of his comment. But he can survive, and Chelsea showed character. And I'm with Stevie. I mean, the pass from Caicedo and the cross from Reece James, I mean, it's super class. I mean, it's something you see only made by top-class players. And the cross, one touch from Reece James, is just a beauty. But I like the game. I mean, Forest, they were free to play because they knew before the game that they wouldn't be relegated. And it was nice to see that game. It was an open game. It was not the best game ever, but it was nice to see so many goals. And Chelsea is still chasing a little spot in maybe in a Conference League. But it's nice to see them, you know, performing and being, you know, better than before, and reassuring Mr. Bowley that everything is getting better.
I think about some level on points with Newcastle in 6th there. It was all part of the plan, and we should have known this, Stevie, because we were told this by Todd Bowley himself.
Well, the question is it because of what Chelsea's doing, or is it because the rest have sort of fallen off a cliff a little? I mean, Newcastle have climbed back up from falling off their cliff. Aston Villa, Tottenham, Man United, since Christmas, have all been totally and utterly inconsistent. So I'm not quite in the camp of I think Chelsea are on the rise. I think I'm still in the camp of they've caught up because the rest of them have been so inconsistent. I mean, it's only 2 weeks ago Chelsea got battered 5 at Arsenal. I mean, let's not get carried away. So,
well, then there's been the 3.5 games now, Stevie. Yeah. Everything's changed since then.
Yeah, well, you don't get titles for 3.5 games, do you? Do you? No.
You might get some European football.
I didn't think so. Yeah, they might, but that's what I'm saying. I think it's got a lot more to do with the rest of them actually falling apart than Chelsea being so great. I mean, 3.5 games. I mean, we're saying it tongue in cheek, Frank, but it's really true.
Yeah, no, but it's true, and I'm with you. You will need more evidence to prove that everything is getting better. But you know, the Arsenal game, it can be taken maybe as an accident because before that, there are like 4, 5, 6 games where they didn't lose the game. So and they were getting better. So yes, I agree with you. Maybe the other team are inconsistent and Chelsea is inconsistent, but you have to, you know, give them some credit that it's getting better. And a game like that, few weeks ago, they would have lost it, for sure. So it's why I talked about character, that is getting a little bit better. We are far from the Chelsea that we have known, but, you know, let's give them some encouragement and say that it's getting better.
Well, the only thing is, Frank, if you look at the games that they've won recently, you know who they've beaten? Sheffield United, Burnley and Nottingham Forest. Two of those 3 are getting relegated and the other one are going to stay up by the skin of the teeth. So that's why I'm not quite ready to start beating the drum for Chelsea. Let's put it that way.
And rightfully so, Stevie.
I think so.
But there's been marginal progress. There's been signs that things are going in the right direction. And to your point about the teams that they have beaten in this 3.5 games, those same teams that would struggle against first time around. And it kind of feels like, hey, there was some fight today from Chelsea that they were down late in the match and then they score a couple of goals and you kind of go, all right, if you're looking for signs that maybe there is something better happening right now in Chelsea than there was in the earlier part of the season, that is a sign. Now, what I think would really help everybody involved, Todd Bowley, as well as Mauricio Pochettino, is the both of them coming out and saying, yeah, this is the manager. Yes, I'm staying. Stop the nonsense. one talks over here, the other one talks over there. If he's not staying, then say as much. And if he is staying, then say as much. And we can all move on with our lives, and Chelsea can benefit from it one way or another.
Stevie, we have to mention, though, those last wins were over West Ham and Spurs, and then obviously today Forest. That's still, you can give some props for that, can't you?
Well, West Ham, according to most people, are trying to get rid of their manager. Tottenham are struggling big time right now. I mean, I can swing it. I'll tell you what, I'll swing it the other way. Do you know what? They're actually great results. You know, you're playing against Tottenham, who could be battling, who were actually battling for the top four, and West Ham won the European trophies last year, and they're sitting in 8th or 9th position, so that's a really tough game. And it was a tough one to go to Forest. You know, Forest really have given everybody a real good game this year. So, yeah, fantastic. Things are really changing at Chelsea.
7 goals without reply as well in those 2 games before today.
Well, I've just swung it the right way for you.
So you're happy with them now?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It sounds like
No, but Kay, I think... I hear what Stevie says, and I'm a little bit with him, because we were former players, and we feel that the team is still fragile. And yeah, there are signs of things getting better, but we can feel as they're not there. They definitely not where the other teams, top teams are, that's for sure, and not where Chelsea were before. Yeah, we have to be a little bit positive, but consistency is what matters. You know, being solid is what matters, and we can feel that they're still fragile. So I hear what Stevie says. I'm more optimistic than he is, but I can understand that he's doubtful about Chelsea getting better.